Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Ys VIII. We are currently in the process of exploring and looking for new castaways. Other than some portentous dreams last night, that's about the only story going on so far. And behold, it looks like we found someone. I'll get to you, but first,
There's something
loot.
there.
Alright. This woman appears to be a castaway. Would you like to talk to her? Talk.
Huh? What is this place? Oh, my darling. Where are you?
Gah! Found one! Who are you? Hello. By any chance were you a passenger aboard the Lombardia? Yes, I was. Who are you people? Adol explained everything that has happened since the Lombardia sank. A deserted island? Oh no. The castaways are gathering at a base camp not far from here. We can escort you there. Okay. My name is Allison. Adol returned with Allison to Castaway Village, and introduced her to Barbaros and Dogi. She seemed very shocked to learn that she had washed ashore on a deserted island. Though she seemed hesitant at first, Allison decided she would help the others escape. And so...
I understand the situation now. In the city, I worked as a seamstress. I even had my own shop. If there is anything I can do to help, please say so.
We're all grateful for your assistance. This may seem like a strange question, but... You didn't happen to find a man around my age named Ed, did you? A man?
Huh? Everyone we've found so far is here.
Oh, I see. Oh, darling. Pardon me, but were you traveling with your husband? Yes. We were together the whole time, even as we were falling into the ocean. But we were separated by the current, and I haven't seen him since. Don't lose hope. I'm sure your husband ended up somewhere on this island, just like you. Isn't that right, Mr. Kristen? I'm sure he's here somewhere. You really think so? Thank you, Adol. You must be tired, Allison. Loxia, could you escort her to the lodge? Yes. Right this way, Allison. Thank you. Allison joined Castaway Village. Alright, rescued castaways will join the village. They may help the village with their unique talents. As more castaways are in the village, we can clear bigger obstacles. Makes sense? Haha, look like this place is getting a little livelier. Something on your mind? Yes, but please keep this between us. I'm concerned that the beasts are becoming more aggressive. The beasts, huh? That could be bad for us. At the moment, I don't think anything is about to happen. But we should come up with a plan to defend the village and keep everyone safe. Understood. Just tell me your plan and I'll do everything I can to put it in action. Thank you. Adol, you and the others are going to keep searching and mapping the island. I wonder where you'll end up next. Based on what you've mapped thus far, I think you've thoroughly searched this area. That means they'll be gradually getting further away from the village. But we have Pero with us, so we can let you know from here if there's anything we need from you.
Indeed. It might be best if you started searching areas that you haven't mapped yet. I'm counting on you two.
You too. Are we, like, losing Loxia for a while? Is that what's happening? Okay, we've got a new one here. Loxia would like to create a curtain partition for the women's quarters so they rest without worrying. I'd like Mr. Kristen to assist me with this. Speak to Loxia for more details, okay?
Oh, looks like you've brought the 3 sturdy lumber I asked for. May I have them?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'll start making the beds.
With the help of Adol and the others, Captain Barbaros was able to build beds for the lodge. Out of 3 pieces of sturdy lumber, that's all he needed. At last, we have real beds. I would prefer fluffier bedding than this, but this should help us sleep easier.
Gah! Good for you, little lady. But if you ask me, sleeping on the floor ain't all that bad. Right, Adol? Hammocks are the best. Gah! True, hammocks do feel pretty nice.
They do? But beds are obviously superior. How is this even open for debate? You two, I swear. At least the captain is thoughtful. Thank you for being so considerate.
Oh, there's no need to thank me. Why, I should be thanking you for gathering the materials and helping me build them.
It's quite all right. This was a nice change of pace for us. I must say, I didn't expect you to be such a jack-of-all-trades, Captain. The framework for these beds is quite remarkable. Yeah, if I had to build a bed, I'd probably end up looking like a table with a blanket draped over it. Where did you learn to do this, anyway?
I've dabbled in many trades over the years. Carpentry, cargo loading, shipwright. Even now, my daughter still asks me to make furniture for her.
You don't say.
Glad to hear you and your daughter are so close. Thank you.
Anyway, thank you for helping me with this.
I'll do whatever I can to make sure everyone is comfortable until we get off this island. If you ever get tired while you're exploring, feel free to rest here anytime.
We will, thank you.
We did it!
All right. Well, that's just lovely. We have beds now. Oh, and we got a hammock after all. Okay. Where is Dogi? I think I might have all the stuff he needed. Looks like you've collected all the materials I wanted. Ha! Thanks, buddy. I think I'll reorganize the storage area next. Thanks to you, our stock of beast materials has been replenished. Now there's more to offer in exchange for rare materials. Take this for a job well done. Beast claw obtained. Excellent. Heh, good stuff, huh? When I'm feeling bored, I like to go out and flex my hunting muscles for a bit. Anyway, feel free to use the warehouse as much as you want. I'm counting on you, Dogi.
Yeah!
Right back at you, buddy. Just leave all this to me.
We did it!
All right. Ah, this was the... What's new? Excellent. Okay, and the remaining quest is with Laxia. I'm not sure where she is. Let's see. Is she in here somewhere? Yes. Adol, did you come to check on me? I feel much better after getting some rest. Thank you. I was just giving Allison some advice. Does she have a problem? No, she doesn't have a problem per se. I was just wondering what I can do to help out around here. Allison and her husband own their own tailoring business. At the shop, I help my husband by taking care of all the sewing. So if I'm gonna help out around here, that'll be my contribution. If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to borrow a space where I could do some sewing. Adol presented the idea to Captain Barbaros, who was more than welcoming to it. Dogi took care of securing a location and provided Allison with sewing supplies. We have a tailor. This will do nicely. It looks like you're all set. Yes, I'm sorry for the trouble. I didn't think it would be so much work. But now I feel like I have a place to call my own. If you ever need anything sewn, please come to me, Adol. Allison opened a tailoring shop. Create accessories at the tailor. See? Accessories with similar effects cannot be worn together. Okay, let's see what you got. I can't believe you prepared all of this for me. Thank you so much. I'm pretty limited, but I want to do whatever I can to help out. If you have anything in need of mending, I'd be happy to handle it.
Please, take your time.
Okay, that's nice. Lots of options right away. Wow, that's intense. Needs glow rocks.
Come again.
Need to come back when we have more materials. We need more sturdy bones, beast claws, shells, pretty much everything. That one needs a Remex. Alright.
Please come again.
Well, we have our tailor. Excellent. Now, is Laxia still over here? Yes. Okay. Mr. Kristen, may I have a moment? This village is sorely lacking in privacy, and this area in particular is no exception. I think the women would feel more comfortable in here if the entrance had a covering. Don't you agree? Of course. Then I'd like you to help me. I've already discussed this matter with Allison. If we provide her with a soft fibrous material, she can use it to make a pair of curtains. She says she only needs 2 soft fibers to make the curtains. If you find any, please let me know. I'm counting on you. I assume I don't already have them, but let's check. Okay. No. Ah! Got it. Well, that's lovely. Nice to have another facility here. So for that we're going to need lots of flexible branches, small leaves, and strange masses. We will keep an eye out. Alright, and let's see if we have what we need to finish upgrading our heavy anchor. No, I spent too much light bone. Whoops. Oh well, we'll get it next time. So, now we are going to head on out. I think, nothing's changed here, right? Nope. Perfect, yeah, let's go.
Here we go.
No, not the button I was looking for. Yeah, let's head north and see what's going on. Right here looks good, yes. Okay, so that's forward, then moving around, and then oh, now that I actually picked up some digitalis, I probably should have made a new health potion. That's okay, though. Like I said, the health drops have been pleasant enough that I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Although it wouldn't surprise me if later on there are, of course, areas that are a bit less forgiving. No, the other way.
Not done yet.
Food looks delicious. All right. There. I got one. Awesome! What's biting today? I got one! Awesome! There!
I'm kind of hoping for another surprise battle. That was fun.
Oh, it's...
Oh, interesting.
Although I guess that wasn't quite on the money
What's
for
biting
the
today?
fishing hole there. I'm not getting the light up. I wonder if I'm overshooting a little. Because normally it has that little ring around it when it lands in the spot.
Well, better than nothing. There!
That looks right. There we go.
I got one! Awesome! What's biting today? Fight! This is pretty good.
Alright, good times. A large pile of boulders obstructs your path. After sending Little Pero, everyone in Castaway Village arrives to help.
Okay, I'm gonna start on it. Yes.
Oh! Thanks, everyone.
The giant boulders were cleared thanks to everyone's help. Nearby event points have been marked on the map.
Ow! Go ahead!
Alright! Thanks everybody! It's amazing what we can do with the power of teamwork and muscle. Yes. Just taking a second to refill. Alright, good enough. Ah, wrong button. Although now I need it. So much murky
There's something
mucus.
in the tree.
Something's there.
New location discovered. Birdsong Rock, an impressive discovery made on the Isle of Tered.
What a
It will be an
sight.
unforgettable memory of your adventure. Okay, that's all it says. Excellent.
Get away!
There's
Excellent.
something in the
And I think, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, I already did get that one. Excellent.
counting on you, Adol!
Still! Here we go.
Yes,
Let's go!
Ah, wrong.
My turn now.
I'm counting on you, Adol!
Switch!
yes.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh, something's there. This fruit looks delicious.
I kind of love how the default way to harvest fruit, or mine, or pretty much anything is to hit it with your sword.
Not done yet!
Right there!
Come on!
Right there! On guard! Yeah! Oh! Take this! Yeah! Now go! Yeah! Here!
Alright.
There's something
Now go!
Sweet. Are we able to jump back up? That would be nice. Excellent. And just to finish clearing out the fog. Ah, fine.
There's
So-
no go! It's a target! It's a target!
Oh, a bit more.
It's a target! Hey! Right there!
Okay, now back this way.
Right there! It's a target! Right there! Down! That's the target! Yeah! Here! Right there! Down!
Alright, this is nice.
Oh,
I like the
something's
music.
there. It's a target! Your turn!
Let's go! Eat this!
Your turn!
Eat this!
Your turn, Mr.
Eat this!
I like these little wormy guys. I always feel bad killing cute monsters.
Oh, something's there.
Eat this!
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Where is the actual treasure chest?
Yeah!
Ah, there it is. Blade ring. Can we equip that? Excellent.
Let's go! Oh, something's there. Get
Did I get whatever it was over here? I guess I did. Probably just in combat. I didn't get
Leveled up.
Getting better at those. Ah, that's the thing. I can't go any further this way till we find 2 more people. It'll take a second to recharge. Alright, good enough.
Oh, something's there.
Wandering around this deserted island is making me homesick.
I bet it is.
Me too.
Let's see, where do I want to go? Oh, that way apparently.
Feels like we've been walking non-stop. Adol, can we take a break?
Is that all you got? Come on, we barely started. Yeah, keep talking. There's a reason us sailors call them sea legs, you know? Not surprised this is a breeze for you, Adol. What with you being an adventurer and all. I suppose your insatiable wanderlust does have its advantages. Near limitless stamina, for instance. Still, we gotta take a break. Me and Loxy are about to pass out. This area seems safe enough. I don't see any beasts nearby. Then how about we set up camp here for the night? Set up camp? As in, the 3 of us? Camping together? Huh? You don't wanna? Of course I don't! Why must I camp with you 2? Well, the Ys VIII is way bigger than any of us expected. There's no way we can search the whole island without setting up camps. What? Do you want to go back to the village? No. Much as I'm loath to admit it, returning to the village simply isn't an option. Good, we all agree. Let's set up camp right away. You ever set up a camp before, Adol? I used to camp in the woods all the time. All the time, huh? Adventurers sure know their stuff. Alright then, let's get started.
Given this island's obvious lack of light sources, I assume nights here would be pitch dark. And yet, the moons and stars are far brighter than I thought them to be.
That is pretty.
We sailors rely on the moons and stars to help us navigate at sea. Some things can only really be seen at night, long after the sun goes down.
What made you want to become a fisherman, Sahad?
Huh? Why do you want to know? Huh? Well, guess you could say I didn't have a choice. I grew up on an island called Crete. Pretty much all we got there is the sea. Doesn't matter how old you are, if you want to eat, you gotta fish it up yourself. So, where I'm from, if you want to live, you gotta fish. Simple as that.
I can't even imagine what that must have been like. Wasn't it difficult for you to grow up in a harsh environment like that?
Harsh? I suppose. I've had my fair share of hardships over the years. And the sea, she could be gentle like a mother, but she could also be terribly violent.
I too have learned that about the sea.
I'm inclined to agree as well.
Still, even after going through a hardship like this, I got nothing but respect for the sea.
What?
The sea is both bountiful and mighty. She's provided me with delicious meals and shaped me into the man sitting before you.
Shaped you?
You can't face the sea in all her grand majesty unless you first accept how small you are. The sea's no place for bluster or bravado. She don't stand for that nonsense. One careless misstep is all it takes to lose everything. Humans are small, fragile creatures, especially out there.
Oh.
When I realized that, I thought, I need to accept how small I am and be true to myself. And once I did that, I felt like I could face the world for the first time. That's why I don't like being dishonest. I've been true to myself for a long time, and I'm not stopping anytime soon.
I think I understand you better.
Damn right! I'm Sahad Nautilus of Crete.
Being true to oneself.
All right, I'm feeling much lighter now. Time to hit the hay. Let's get some shut-eye, you two.
Hold on a second.
Huh?
You will sleep near the entrance, Sahad. Mr. Kristen will sleep in the center, and I will be in the far corner. Wait, that would place me downwind. Perhaps I should sleep near the entrance. Father, where are you?
Welcome to the Temple of the Great Tree. As candidates to become the next Maiden of the Great Tree, this temple is your home now. There exists a power that allows one to manipulate the laws of nature. With this power, one can read the wind, control water and fire, and even foresee the future. We call this power essence. You are gathered here today because each of you are blessed with the power of essence. Under our tutelage, you will receive a proper education. When the time comes, one of you will be chosen to become the next Maiden of the Great Tree. As you know, the Maiden of the Great Tree stands on equal footing with the Queen of Eternia. Please keep that in mind as you face what lies ahead. That's strange. I thought it was this way. Wow! What a magnificent tree! Is this the Great Tree of Origins? The center of the entire kingdom? A gray vision. I saw a woman? Oh dear, are you a candidate? You're not supposed to be here. Your Eminence, is a woman sleeping inside of the Great Tree of Origins? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked such a strange question. You saw it too? Yes. What is your name, child? Dana. Listen carefully, Dana. Do not speak of what you just saw to anyone. It could undo the world itself. Huh? Although, if you do become the next maiden, perhaps that time will come. Looks like the cleric finally released you from her sermon. Sarai, did you come to pick me up? I didn't come alone. The Grouch is with me too. Oh, Olga. Don't oh Olga me. I swear, you're such a troublemaker. You snuck out of the temple to go wandering around the black market. You entered a cleric's room without permission and destroyed things, claiming it was research. And just now, you ditched the trial ceremony to sneak into the garden of the Great Tree. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry about that. Forgetting something? Huh? The baby bird you're hiding under your clothes. I bet you snuck into the garden to save it. How did you know? So what are you waiting for? Hurry up and take care of it. Otherwise you'll miss out on dinner if you keep dragging your feet. Right. Thank you, Olga. What's so funny, Sarai? It's nothing. For the top maiden candidate, you sure do worry about Dana a lot. Yes, well, I'm sure you've noticed that tendency of hers. Tendency? If Dana thinks someone or something is in trouble, she'll risk life and limb to save it. Generally speaking, that is an admirable quality. But Dana doesn't think things through. She's impulsive and reckless. I think it's sweet. That's not the point. Sure, it's all well and good right now, but if she continues down this path...
Good morning. We got ourselves another beautiful day today. What's the matter? You look tired, Adol.
I had a strange dream. A dream? Didn't you mention something about a dream the other day? Anyway, pull yourself together. We can't find the other castaways or map this area without you.
How do you sleep, Loxia?
Well, I managed to get more rest than I expected I would.
Gad, that's great to hear.
Even so, I still miss sleeping in a bed.
We should make more campsites in other places. That way we got places to rest if the going gets tough.
As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. We should consider it if we find another safe location.
Okay, Adol, let's get going.
Setting up camp has many advantages. You can rest to restore HP, SP, and the extra gauge. You can cook meals over the campfire. Campsites contain crystals that can be utilized for fast travel. Nearby event points.
Ow! Go ahead!
Thank you, little Pero. What can we cook? Fish soup. Okay, apparently it would heal us and it increases our break rate. Sounds good.
Eat up!
Oh, okay, I can make a bunch and use it in the field, I guess. Sure.
Eat up!
Okay. Anything else interesting here?
That fruit looks juicy. Yeah.
Alright, I think that is everything for our cute little campsite here. We're going to continue forward, but given our portentous dreams and this lovely breakfast we now need to have, I think it is time for us to end this episode. We'll continue exploring this island next time in Ys VIII. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the other side.